All right. Good morning, good day, wherever the fuck it is that you are. Hello, I'm glad you're here. My name is Matt Newland, also known as Maddie to my friends and family. Um, you know, I think I think a lot of people owe I think a lot of people owe Hove H to the OV a big apology. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I am willing to say that because I mean, what, the day after this man's birthday, he's called a child rapist? Yikes. You know how fucking hateful that is? Mm-mm-mm. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And, well, here we are, just a few days later, and guess what happens? My, how quickly things have once again changed. Imagine that. Imagine that amazing, brave lawyer who's going to bring the diddler to justice. If this is what he's going to present, not in a court of law, but in a civil case, if it's getting debunked on air as it's being shown to the media via the news, he's representing 20 other people that, I mean, is this your king? Is this your king? Is this the best that you have to offer? I mean, this autistic woman, the one who talks like that. yo, yo, bro. She was name dropping niggas that wasn't even there because they were on tour. Like, bro, really? This is what you. So this is one out of 20. And she got all the press within what, a 24-hour news cycle, and then by the end of last week, it started unraveling. And I can guarantee, even though what they call her Jane Doe, whatever the fuck her name is, I can guarantee the rest of those 20 cases, allegedly, they're probably very similar. And why do you think that is? Right? Just like, really, when you think about something, why do you think that that is okay? It's okay because what we do here is y'all out here are a bunch of pissy. I didn't get where I wanted to go. I had real bars back when, it was like 2004 and I should have been somewhere. No, nigga. No. You weren't that fucking good. And it's okay. There's a lot of people who never fucking made it. Never would have made it. That's you. You niggas are trash. But because you failed, you want everybody else to fucking fail with you. No, some people are just better, and it's okay. You need to learn how to get in where you fit in. But coming up with these wild ass lawsuits after, your career did not pan out, I assure you is not the way. Right? And it sounds like this little Jane Doe chick over here who, it contacted Mr. Busby after he filed another complaint against the diddler, right? And then you amend it to put Jay-Z in. And then, this is the best part. You go to Hove seeking money first. Like, hey man, look, I can just make all this go away, but this is what it's gonna be. And thank God Hove said no, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm telling you right now, as a fan of the very first person who they Me Too'd or whoever, however it is you want to look at it. I mean, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Michael Jackson wishes that he never paid that. He wished he never paid that nigga money. And honestly, Look at what they still trying to do. You got people that are still writing that, I mean, pretty much um, child corn books based on their own fucked up sexual fantasies of what they perceive to have been with that situation. And that's not even the case. It's never been the case, but this is where people are allowed to be. You're allowed to just go ahead and say the most vile, awful shit about people. And, well, it's just what it is. So, big up to Hove. I'm glad. I am so fucking happy. But at the same time, like I said, man, how much of Mr. Busby's other cases are just like this? He has 20 of them. I mean, Jane Doe disintegrated on air. On air, they were already talking about the inconsistencies, right? So, I can't wait for 2025. I mean, bring this shit on. I want to see the rest of these cases. I don't want Diddy to settle any of them. Because the one thing that I think that we know, and this is not an excuse for Diddy and his beating up that little pretty light-skinned girl, but here's the thing. The price of admission is the price of admission, right? I will not feel bad for anybody over the age of 18 who made a decision and chose to sell themselves, right? So if you was up there and you thought you was going to get on because, oh yeah, I'm pretty, and you sold yourself to Diddy, well, what's the price of a butthole, man? If you thought you was going to just be a producer and do a bunch of things for him and, yeah, man, I'm just going to take my chances. What's the price of a booty hole? There are no booty hole buyback programs, y'all. Sorry. It's just how it is. That's not being rude. That's just being real. And I think what the bigger part of this whole thing is because people have failed in life and they like to participate with building you into what they want or what they think that you should be. And then when they get to tear it down, they love to be a part of that process too, because it makes them feel like they were a part of something, right? Because of everything that they failed to complete in life. They failed in marriage. They failed at their jobs. They failed at what would have been their dreams had they had enough drive, ambition, and or talent to get there. So this is what they do, right? I mean, take it for instance like this. People are so against successful people now, right? Like that CEO, the one who was shot by apparently one of Fleece Johnson's new girlfriends. Well, Fleece is out, but you know what I mean. One of the booty bandits. When they catch him. Well, I mean, I don't think it's when they catch him. It's pretty much when he catches them, because it sounds like he got some black boyfriends out there. I mean, he was paying. Jesus. Anyways, but in the case of Luigi killing the CEO, right? And the CEO was a regular guy from regular means. He was not a rich person. Matter of fact, he wasn't rich until he actually became a CEO, if I'm understanding this correctly. And the thing is, he does what he does. And then this, imagine working your whole life to get somewhere, right? You did the right thing. You went to college. You did all this good shit. You get this high-paying job. You got to keep this insurance company very profitable. And of course, this is a very volatile industry. You probably don't know how long you're going to be there. If anything, you think you're going to get fired if things go wrong, and actually you end up rising to the occasion, and then you get shot sometime in Manhattan just because another rich kid, right? A very well-to-do somebody with all the opportunity in life wants to rail against the system that he fucking benefited from. Where can you? Only in America. Only in fucking America is this possible. This level of fucking delusion, right? And then you got the rest of the mob out there who's, oh yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, that's okay. All right, because there's a bunch of people who shouldn't be here right now. Okay, and after they get all their little benefits cut and things like that, well, when somebody goes to rob you and kill you for what it is that they perceive you have over them, well, why not? Why not, right? I mean, come on, how sick is that? That's not right. But this is just where we are. People hate people simply for doing and being themselves, right? You hate people for whatever reason, and it's really because of your own inadequacy. That's it. You are inadequate as a human being. That's it. My God, why are you so weak? So, Mr. Busby, he's your hero. He is your hero for right now, but I'm telling you, I don't see anything working out for Mr. Busby. I think he is actually in a world of hurt. I think he's going to end up being like that other news place that is now, they got to pay Trump $16 million going to his presidential library, and $1 million of that goes straight to his lawyer's fees. I actually see things working out like this. I'm so glad that it's finally happening. I mean, from that crazy chick lied on them people way back 20 years ago, and then 20 years later you want to go ask for forgiveness after you ruined these people's life. The Duke lacrosse team, man, fuck you, right? Like, seriously, you know what that does to somebody? I mean, these people, you are absolutely disgusting. And that's why these gross, gross narratives, believe all women. Absolutely not. We need to believe proof, right? And unfortunately, I'm sorry, in order to get proof, we're going to have some very terrible questions asked. We're going to have to actually grow up, and we're going to have to answer questions. I know it sounds bad, and I know it's been it's been kind of like what's stricken from the record, because a woman should be able to wear whatever she wants, and then yeah, and I agree. Nobody should ever put their hands on you, but the context of the situation matters. We've had way too many people go ahead, get these wild ass charges that seem to come out of nowhere, and it's because of this whole thing. And now with the Duke lacrosse thing, you can't even say that was race. This woman is no different than Carolyn Bryant, except she did this to white boys. It's the same exact thing. Same exact thing, right? But meanwhile, y'all was up there listening to the Brick Lady. Oh my God, how could somebody do this on these black men? Like, there is a war on men simply for existing, simply for living. And I think it has been exposed en masse. And now we are finally seeing people shift, right? It seems like the only time a man is not going to be questioned is if you're doing the Caitlyn. I mean, hey, look, man, do what you want to do, but you get what I'm saying. That's the only time people are not going to instantly scold and try to demonize what would be a man, right? Because then, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Oh, no, no, no. Come on, bro. Like, seriously.